It's a strange idea to have to come up with an art style for a civilization that doesn't exist.
So we're surrounded by suits of armor.
Yes.
Like, what's the origin of your obsession with these medieval implements and weapons and?
Loved fantasy from an early age, and loved the aesthetic of it, just getting to see these places and these castles. But I guess didn't really appreciate it at the time, but more so now in my adulthood and like later life, you kind of really settle into what you like and where that love first started.
Your arches, like as you're like kind of craning back and you're he's nerding out about arches again. All right.
What do you love about arches?
It's just an invitation. It's like to step through a portal, and even if you can see what's on the other side.
But I know all these guys that have the shop here from years of tattooing and then being in the northeast scene.
Yeah.
I love this thing so much. It's possibly my favourite possession.
I don't blame you. You said the carpal tunnel was from the tattooing. I think there's probably some Demon Souls
I think it
gripping of the controller.
I think it might be Bloodborne. Only Bloodborne that's given me that. I cannot finish it. I cannot do it. I'm so bad at the combat system.
Okay.
If I haven't got a big shield to hide behind,
Okay.
I can't do it. I love digital artwork, but I find more soul and character in traditional artwork still.
There's a hallucinatory, trippy edge to some of your work where you have a cathedral sitting on the back of some spider, crab, monster piece like you have up on the wall.
What if I took this thing and just skewed it, and I think there's a piece like a black hole knight. What if I just dumped a black hole in the shoulder of a knight? What would happen? How would it look?
There's always something that's bent 45 degrees in terms of what you would expect from a Tolkien-esque kind of world.
I honestly always see that as they're seeing Western fantasy through the Japanese lens, and it brings something so different to it. A wonderfully unique character that captured everyone's heart the second we all saw it. The pot boy, Alexander, the warrior jar. The mixture of cross-hatching and the sort of the stipple and dot work elements here, like just classic illustration techniques. The knot work is so prevalent in the world of Elden Ring. It's everywhere. The ring itself is an elaborate version of knot work. Yourself, you've got the Celtic band, and it was a really popular art style.
And even the Tomb and Fairweather logo is a knot work.
Exactly.
I sent this piece to you, and what did you pick up from it as a?
These frames were these frames were the things I really focused in on.
What you always want with an artist is they say, "That's a great idea," and I'm just going to expand on that and
great.
Take it into places that. Add your own inspiration.
Working with you guys has been fantastic. Even like we were saying, even from part one of the chapter pages, seeing them evolve over the 5 pages has been just a really fulfilling thing to see, which is why I've purposely set them up in a way to see that evolution.
So, Elliott, this is a piece of yours that has the pride of place with this.
Yes.
This book.
No pressure.
The cover of Grace Given, and a phenomenal piece of artwork.
Thank you.
You need to be able to create that blocking plate that's going to impress these lines.
While retaining the detail, retaining the character.
It's such an enjoyable piece, and I think the thing you don't get on the iPad is the feel that you're going to have with the final book, where you can actually run your fingers over.
Yeah, it's a very tactile thing. Even for the slipcase to be the first sort of, visual you'll get of the book is something that I've worked on. That makes me feel immensely proud.